Welcome to this installment of tutorials for SugarCRM from Atcore Systems. Today, we will focus on the installation and use of the excellent Atcore Forms SugarCRM module. Let's get started and have a look at the module. The Atcore Forms SugarCRM module was built to be a dynamic form engine to allow SugarCRM users the ability to create forms for data entry and map external user-entered data to modules through field mapping. The forms can contain text fields, text areas, yes or no Boolean selections, and drop-down inputs. The form columns are highly customizable and can be altered through the robust edit page. First, log into your SugarCRM installation using an account with administrator privileges. Once you have logged in, load the admin page by clicking on the administrator link and then clicking on admin. Now locate the Developer Tools subpanel and click on Module Loader. On the next page, locate and click on the Choose File button in the Module subpanel. In the pop-up window, locate and click on the Atcore Forms module file. Click OK. Verify that the file listed in the module subpanel is the correct file and click Upload. Simply allow SugarCRM to run its course for installation. Once this has been completed, you will see the module listed in the bottom subpanel with an option to install the package and one to delete it. Go ahead and click on Install. The next page will be a software license agreement. Go ahead and read through the text if you would like. Then select Accept and click Commit. SugarCRM will now run through the installation process and should only take a few moments. However, do not reload the browser page or close the window until the process has successfully completed. Once completed, you will see a simple log screen with an option to view the log file or return to the Module Loader screen. We will head back to the Module Loader screen, so click on the Module Loader button. Once the page loads, the newly installed module will be listed in the top subpanel with the module's name, an uninstall action, a disable action, type, version, installation date, and description listed as well. Everything looks fine here, so let's go ahead and enter the module's license key. Head over to the admin page by clicking on Administrator and then Admin in the drop-down menu. Scroll down and locate the license key link in the Atcore Forms subpanel towards the bottom of the page. Go ahead and click on the license key link. On the next page, enter your Atcore Forms license key and click Save. Let's go ahead and have a quick look at what Atcore Forms can do for you. Locate the Forms link in the top navigation menu. Hover over Forms and then click on Create Form. In the first subpanel, we see the basic information for the form, and at a minimum all we need to enter is the form name, but we will make sure to enter a quick description and keep it assigned to the administrator. We are going to create a form that will allow users to enter their name, email address, and industry. This form will then be sent to us as well as related to another module. Enter a name and then a quick description for this form. In the next subpanel titled Fields, we see no data and need to create some inputs. Click on the plus icon right here to add a field. After a bit of loading, we see a newly created field that is asking for some information. We will start off by asking for the user's name. Enter first name in the field label box. We will keep the field type as a text field. Ensure that the field is required, and then click on Map Field. In the new pop-up box, click on New Module Mapping. We now see a new mapping for this field. We will select Leads from the module options. Once selected, the field options will change to those associated with the Leads module. Now select First Name from the field's dropdown. You have the option of preventing this record from being saved if the field is blank. For our purposes here, we will not select this option. Click Save. We need to do the same for the last name, so click the plus icon again. Now enter last name as the field label. Select text field as the field type and make it required, and then click on Map Field for the new item. In the pop-up window, click New Module Mapping. Select Leads as the module, then last name as the field. Now click Save. Let's do this for one more field and record the user's email address. Click on the plus icon. Now enter email in the field label. Keep the type as text field. Ensure that it is required, and then click Map Field. In the pop-up window, click New Module Mapping. Select Leads as the module, and then Email address as the field. Now click Save. Now we will try a new field type and ask the user to enter their associated industry. Click the plus icon and enter industry in the field label box. Select drop-down as the field type. A new box will appear and display all of the current available drop-down items. We are looking for the industry drop-down, so scroll down and select that. We will not worry about making it required, though you can certainly do that. We will change the default option though, so scroll through the default list and select Education. Doing so will ensure that anytime this form is loaded, Education will be the default item in this field. Now click Map field. Click New Module Mapping in the pop-up window. Select Leads as the module. We currently do not have an industry field in the Leads module. However, Account Description will work fine. Select Account Description as the field and then click Save. We're all set to give this form a quick test, so click Save. Once the form has been saved, you will be taken to the Forms Detail View page. Here we see all of the form's pertinent data like name, who it is assigned to, when it was created, its description, and all of the fields we just created. We are also presented with the preview link as well as the production link. Clicking on either will open a new tab and display the newly created form. The form URL is what will be served to your users either through a direct link or an iframe. It's up to you to decide which is best. Let's go ahead and click on the link in the form URL box. The form will populate a new browser tab. Looking at this form, we see a slight issue that needs to be addressed. The industry field is appearing between the first and last name fields. Let's head back to the tab with our new form and make some changes. In the Forms Detail page, click on the small triangle next to the Edit button. Now select Edit Form Layout from the drop-down. On this page, we will be able to use the drag and drop functionality to set up the form how we would like. Let's select Column 2 from the column drop-down list. A new column box will now appear next to Column 1. Drag and drop the first name field from the Fields box to Column 1. Now drag and drop the last name field to Column 2. Drag the email box from the Fields box to Column 1 just under the first name field, and now drag the industry field to just under the email field in Column 1. If this order is still not to your liking, then simply drag each field from one column to another or change the order within the column by dragging them around. Once you are satisfied with your form's layout, click Save. Now let's open the form again by clicking on the form URL link. In the new tab, we see that our changes have been saved perfectly fine. Now just enter some sample text into the form. Once you have entered a first name, last name, email, and selected industry, click Submit. The form will process and you will see a thank you message. Now let's head back to the Forms Detail View screen and refresh the page. Scrolling to the bottom of the page, we see that the recently submitted data is now displayed in the form populated subpanel. Clicking on this item will open up a detail view page where all items can be viewed and edited. We do need to check one important item regarding the mapping of the form. Let's make sure that this new form submission was saved as a new lead. Locate the Leads link, click on it, and then click on View Leads. Now let's do a search for this new lead. Once complete, we see that the form submission successfully mapped the fields that we requested and the lead was saved. The potential for Atcore Forms within your business is limitless, and mapping to just a single module is merely the tip of the iceberg. With Atcore Forms, the tedious task of creating forms and mapping the results to a single or even multiple modules is turned into a simple process with very few steps. This will save you and your staff valuable time. So that's it. You have successfully completed this tutorial on the Atcore Forms SugarCRM module from Atcore Systems, and you are well on your way to becoming an expert user. Feel free to come back to these videos anytime that you need a refresher, or if you need any further assistance, then contact the SugarCRM support staff or Atcore Systems. Thanks.